I'm Charles Roberts, and I drive an 18-wheeler hauling ethanol fuel for a living. I've been a truck driver for 23 years. I can drive combination vehicles. I'm allowed to pull doubles. I have doubles endorsement and triples. I have tanker endorsement. I have a hazmat endorsement, in which you have to go through a TSA background check. And I also have a TWIC card, because I used to work in a port, so it's a transportation workers card. It's like an FBI background check, so you can go into ports and places like that. Well, I mean, that's crazy. Why would I want to? I mean, if you run somebody over there, you're trying to kill them. Why would I want to kill somebody because they're road raging me? I just went around him. If I wanted to hurt him, flat out, I would have got out and whipped his ass. I mean, I'm twice his size. I'm sure I could have took him, but, I wasn't mad or nothing like that. So I just, I'm not dealing with this. So this guy's road raging. He's crazy. I'm going around him. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's insane to think that I'm going to run somebody over. I'm going to run somebody over. It's just insane.
He's sitting there, and he fucking turns left in front of me, and lays on the horn, and then fucking stops his car like half a block up.
Okay.
And jumps out. I stopped and I just went around him, and he's been following me ever since.
Okay, well that's an off-duty police officer that was following you.
503 Lucas.
They said that you said you were going to hit him in your truck.
Oh, come on. You think I'm going to run over somebody in the truck?
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
520 East Weber.
Sounds like you were upset, raising your hands up and everything.
This looks like some psycho guy there. He didn't really sit in his car, but he just stopped. I thought he was going to get out to fight or something.
He was going to call the police is what he was trying to do. Okay, you didn't mouth to him that you were going to hit him with your truck?
I never even got out of the truck.
I know. I said inside your truck. You didn't mouth to him like, hey, I'm going to hit you or something like that. I'm going to hit you with my truck. You didn't do that. Okay. Well, we're trying to find out what happened.
Oh, I mean, I just told you. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
All right.
I mean,
that's right. You told me.
The truck jackknifed. I got it back under control, and I turned, and then this guy stops right in front of me, and I went around him.
So you said he's coming from the opposite direction?
Yeah.
And he turned in front of you?
Yeah.
All right.
And I see his semi-tractor trailer swerve like crazy. It just went woof like this. Well, what happened? You must not have saw that the light was red ahead and the traffic stopped at the light. I don't even know how many cars, but there was a pickup truck immediately in front of him. So the first thing that went through my head was, oh my God, those guys would have just stopped right there. He obviously realized he didn't see him, right? So he swerves around and he finally gets stopped about a third into the intersection. So the lights go red. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, he threw his arms up in the air like that. I saw him do that, like what the fuck just happened or something. So anyway, light turns green, and then from the turn lane, he turns in front of all those cars as they're getting ready to go. He just turns around the corner. Well, I had time to go because the intersection's pretty wide. So I turn. I'm like, what in the hell is he doing? He's got a tanker with, yeah, thankfully. Placard going. As I went up the hill, I stopped going up Farnsworth. Our Farnsworth split. I stopped going up the hill, and I'm dialing 911, and I step out and I say, 911, I didn't think he could go anywhere because he was that close to the gas end of my car. So I'm standing beside my door, and then he's like, I can run you over, and then he rolls forward, and I had to jump out of the way because he kept coming, like his bars were right here, and I jumped out of the way like that, and I had like that much between the tractor, that truck, and my car, the side of my car. I'm like, this fucker's crazy. So then I just followed him, like, I'm not going to let this go,
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
So he's trying to run you over, essentially. Yeah.
Well, you know what this?
Yeah, we'll take it because it was in Waterville. Thanks.
He mouthed the words, "I'll fucking run you over," and he just keeps going. Because you know how you hesitate, he won't do it.
Do you want him?
And I realized, oh, he'll do it.
Yeah.
We can tow his truck if you want.
Oh yeah, if he's being like that, yeah.
I don't mind going, you know.
Nope. No, I know when you're calling them and you're coming this far, it's a serious situation.
Right, I'm not just going to do that.
Exactly.
I've never done that.
Exactly.
I've been there 19 years in Waterville as a cop, and I've never had that happen. I've never had somebody fucking say, I'll fucking run you over and mean it. My God. And obviously he didn't know I'm in civilian clothes and I'm stopping in my car.
Oh yeah.
But I wasn't approaching the semi or anything. You
He
know?
told Artie he was going to run him over.
Well, that was the words that I read from his lips.
Yeah.
As he was looking
And
down
this
at
is all
me
in
from the
Waterville.
semi truck.
So-
I'll fucking run you over.
Okay, well, he's got an Ohio CDL.
Yep.
Larry's suggestion after talking to him is to take his information, sort it out, get statements, and then we'll discuss it tomorrow about charges. So, you read his lips and said, I'm going to run you over.
Yes,
Okay.
I was looking
Did he
at him and I
drive at
said,
you?
I'm like that.
Is he moving?
Huh?
Okay,
Yeah.
move the truck
Oh yeah,
towards
he
you.
kept coming towards me. That's what I'm saying. You know, cause you know how you play, it's like chicken, right?
Right.
Well, he put it in gear and that truck leaped forward at me and he kept coming and I had to jump out of the way of his truck. Okay?
Okay, I didn't get the beginning of the story. Where were you on? You were. Did he announce himself as a police officer?
No, because Art said he didn't know who he was.
Didn't have a badge or anything?
He just said he got on the phone and dialed 911. Well, I knew when Larry called you, that guy's like, you want me to get him out and hook him up for it? I said, well, my lieutenant's on
We
the
don't
phone.
know. You know.
On the November 30th, I was on my way to North Manchester, Indiana, to pick up a load of ethanol that I was going to take to Detroit. I touched the brake, and when I touched the brake, since the road was wet, it was empty. The tractor, my truck went sideways, you know, and what I did was I let off the brake. I just had to make a quick decision. There was nobody in the left turn lane. I let off the brake. The truck just kind of hopped for a second, a couple hops. It straightened out, and I went into the turn lane, and I didn't really touch the brake. I think I maybe just stabbed it a couple times, just let it stop on its own. I just remember saying to myself, easy, easy, easy. And I stopped it. I probably could have stopped it right at the line there, but I went about 15 foot into the intersection. So I brought the truck to a stop, and I was like, oh, people were looking at me, and I backed up and waited for the light to change. And then the light turned green. There was nobody behind me. There was two cars in front of me in the left turn lane on the oncoming. Those four cars went. I let them go. Whoever was back at the other light, those cars that came around. I let all the vehicles go. Everybody went. Waited till it was clear. I had my right turn signal on. I needed to make that right turn right there to get back to the freeway, US 24. And the car on the left that was ahead of me, was a little black car. So now that guy started laying on his horn when he turned the corner, So I thought, well, he thinks I cut him off or just blew into the intersection or something, It's whatever. He went up that road, and it was clear, and I went up that road, and then we got like maybe 2 blocks up or something. It splits into a Y, and you have to go to the right. And as soon as I caught up to him, because he was going kind of slow, he slammed on the brakes and jumped out real fast. And I thought, oh great, this guy, he's wanting to fight me or something. I don't know what's going on. And I just sat there for a minute, and he just got out real fast. I thought he was going to come over and wanted to fight me, but I'm a big guy. I mean, I'm 6'4", 400 pounds. I figured he chickened out, but he just looked at me. He grabbed the phone. He looked down at the bottom of my truck and started to walk towards the passenger side. Thought, well, he's a jerk, and he's going to try to get me fired. So he's seen who I work for. I'm not supposed to be stopping a hazmat vehicle. You're supposed to stop in a safe haven, or you just, especially for somebody that's road raging you. I mean, to me, that guy thought he was road raging me. It's exactly what I thought. He's road raging me. I'm not dealing with this. I'm just going to move on. So I went out to the left. He's got his car door open. He's standing there. Plus, there's a vehicle sitting on that Y on the right side there where I need to turn. Is sitting there witnessing this. Some person. So I went around the guy. I swung, as wide as that truck is going. My trailer has to clear his car too, So, I made a judgment. I go, I can get around him, So I just went around him. He got behind me with flashers, like, what's his problem? And I got on the freeway for 24, and I thought, well, you want to follow me? I'm going to Indiana. I hope you got gas, because I ain't stopping for the next 100 miles, But he followed me right on my bumper all the way there, or all the way to that town of Napoleon, which is I believe it's 25 miles. Plus whatever was in that town. So he followed me at least 25 miles. And we got there. As soon as we got past the truck stop, I seen a cop sitting over on the right side of the road. I thought, oh, cool. Maybe she's probably called on me or something, So, yeah, as soon as I got past that cop, the lights went on. And all right, I just pulled over to the right on the shoulder of that. And then he came up to the truck and asked me what happened. And I told him, I said, this guy's, going to road rage me back there, and he's following me. And then that's when he goes, well, it's an off-duty cop. Well, how am I supposed to know that, He's not in a cop car. He doesn't have a badge. He never showed a badge. He's not wearing a uniform or nothing like that. There's nothing he did to, make me think he's a cop. I just thought he was road raging me, so. But I'm not going to charge it. And she came back and she gave me this ticket for, reckless driving, wanton, without regard for personal safety, something like that. She gave me this ticket and said it was a misdemeanor, so. She gave me the ticket and I left. I would get fired, and I would never have, even if it was just reckless driving. That's a hazmat vehicle. I would lose my job, and I would probably never get another job for quite a while. These insurance companies, they won't not going to insure a driver that's got any kind of reckless driving, doing anything unsafe. They're not going to insure you, so the companies won't touch you. He was, that'd be the end of my career. That's it,
And he fucking turns left in front of me, and lays on the horn, and then fucking stops his car like half a block up.
Okay.
And jumps out. I stopped and I just went around him, and he's been following me ever since.
Okay, well that's an off-duty police officer that was following you.
503 Lucas.
They said that you said you were going to hit him in your truck.
Oh, come on. You think I'm going to run over somebody's truck?
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
520 East Weber.
Sounds like you were upset, raising your hands up and everything.
This looks like some psycho guy there. He didn't really see his car, but he just stopped. I thought he was going to get out to fight or something.
He was going to call the police is what he was trying to do.
So why does he have to try to stop me like that?
He's not trying to stop you. Okay, you didn't mouth to him that you were going to hit him with your truck?
I never even got out of the truck.
I know. I said inside your truck. You didn't mouth to him like, hey, I'm going to hit you or something like that. I'm going to hit you with my truck. You didn't do that. Okay.
A cop from Waterville showed up, and then a woman Showed up. She walked up to the truck and asked me what happened. I told her, and she goes, that's a cop. I told her, I said, isn't he supposed to have a badge or something? Or, say he's a cop or whatever. I mean, he never indicated his cop. His road raging,
Okay, I'm giving you a citation for reckless operation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You can call the court to find out how much the citation is. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, if that guy was a cop,
Yeah.
should he pull a badge out or something?
No, he's just a concerned citizen.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when I went into the intersection,
Yeah.
right? He was in the oncoming, and then he turned in front of me, and then he stopped.
Okay, well, you
can.
can.
That's why.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, should he have a badge or something,
No, he didn't show you badge. He didn't. I'm sure he wasn't thinking about that. He was concerned about your safety
I was thinking that's
and everybody's
psycho,
safety. No. Okay, in the future, if that happens, you can't tell someone that you're going to run them over. You can't do that. You can be charged with aggravated menacing. Okay, well, I'm just letting you know.
You don't need anything from me then?
No,
Okay.
just when you come in.
All right.
He said you were coming the opposite direction, didn't he? He said, he turned in front of me and jumped out of the car. I said, well, that's an off-duty police officer that you mouthed you were going to hit. I didn't do that. Well, I didn't know he was a police officer.
Well, of course not. I'm not a
Right.
uniform.
So, all right.
No, I mean, there was no reason for me. I didn't think he was a cop. I mean, if I thought he was a cop, I would have stopped. I mean, just flat out, I would have stopped. If he would have, showed me a badge, if he would have got out and showed me a badge or something, flashed a badge, yeah, I would have stopped. I don't know what's going on, but nothing like that happened. I'm not going to stop and fight somebody. I mean, there's no reason for it. I don't know. It's some guy. I'm not going to stop and argue with him and get into some kind of altercation, especially right in the middle of the street. I mean, and I got a hazmat vehicle. You're not supposed to do that. It's not a safe haven. And, I'm not dealing with him. He's nuts, and I'm not, I don't want to deal with that. I'm just going to go on my way.
Had an incident happen just a couple months ago where I had a semi-truck driver deliberately try to run me over, okay? And witnesses witnessed it, and it was so egregious that these witnesses came into the department and gave written statements as to what happened. I didn't like how the situation was happening because the truck driver was left to go with a ticket. So I got upset. I came into the department, had to work that afternoon at 4 o'clock. After having gone through all of that during the day, I came into work, and my coworker was reading witness statements of people that had come in to say how this man almost got run over by this semi-truck. Well, what had happened, the semi-truck driver was pulling a tanker truck. I didn't know if it had fuel in it or whatever, and I was in my civilian car. Backing up a little bit. I'm in Waterville at the traffic light. I see a semi-truck barreling towards a line of traffic stop for the traffic light. The semi-truck driver yanks the vehicle to the right, no braking, yanks the vehicle to the left, enters the turn lane, slamming on the brakes, comes to a stop about halfway to the intersection after having almost killed about a half a dozen people that he would have killed if he would have hit them, okay? The truck's sitting in the intersection, so the light's still red. He decides he's going to turn right on red in front of all these other cars after having done what he just did and head up the hill. I'm in my civilian car. So I make a left-hand turn when the light turns green and turn in front of him. Plenty of time, get in front of him, I stop. My car going up the hill because this guy cannot drive away after what I witnessed. So I get out of my car, I hold my cell phone up, and I said, I'm dialing 911. He's got his hands on the steering wheel, and he looks down at me, and he mouths the words, I'm going to fucking run you over. Pops the clutch and starts coming at me. He gets about 6 inches from my chest where I can't even see the glass in the cab, and I have to dive out of the way to keep from getting run over, which I'm really surprised my lower legs didn't get crushed by the semi-truck, okay? But needless to say, these people came in and they reported it, and I came into work, which I shouldn't have done that afternoon because I was a little, my adrenaline was dumped and everything, and I was tired to begin with. But when I came into work and I realized that these people had come in and given written statements, and all this guy that happened was this guy was allowed to drive away with a traffic ticket. I got upset. I was filling out my time card. I put my time card in the drawer, and I slammed the file cabinet drawer, and I put a dent in the front of the file cabinet.
Do you know how that case resolved with the semi?
He was given a ticket. No, I don't.
If I tell you he was given a citation for brake equipment,
He was.
would that surprise you?
No, it wouldn't, because citations are pled down all the time in court.
Well, this man went from nearly taking your legs off to a citation for having faulty brakes, and that doesn't surprise you in any way?
No, it don't. It doesn't surprise me because Mr. Walls got off the call of the prosecutor, okay? So that doesn't surprise
Can we go off the
me.
record?
We can go off the record for a minute.
Like an attempted murder to something's wrong. Your truck's broke down. Oh, it probably cost me $1,800 because I gave that first attorney $600 or something, and I gave this attorney, I think I gave him $800, and plus so that's 6, 8, 14. I know I've missed at least 2 days of work. That's $1,800 right there. Oh, not to mention the fine. So I don't know. I mean, it cost me a lot. Plus, it cost me my reputation with my boss. Yeah, it's close to $2,000 that it cost me. I didn't do anything wrong, and then I'm out $2,000. Yeah, it's almost like I got robbed or something, you know. I mean, I don't really know what to think about it, you know. I don't dwell on it. It had me worried when I got this ticket because it was a misdemeanor. I go, I'm gonna lose everything. I'll lose everything, but